What is going on, guys? Samson here, back again, bringing you week number 3 of the WWE 2K17 roster reveal. As you guys know, IGN is releasing a bunch of superstars every Tuesday. Well, this Tuesday, we got a lot of information. So in this video, I'm going to keep it to the roster reveal and the first batch of screenshots, and then maybe I'll make another video going over some of the gameplay features and stuff like that. But rolling right into it, we're going to start this week's roster reveal with Arn Anderson and Tatsumi Fujinami. That's right, the legend. Now these guys, of course, in WWE 2K16, it is what it is. I think for the most part when they sign these contracts, it's usually for like 2 games or so. But moving on, we got Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Both of these guys, I'm hoping now that the brand split has happened, hopefully these guys get a little bit more airtime, a little bit more recognition, because they are great workers. Speaking of great workers, especially from your past, man, the Bushwhackers. Bushwhacker Luke, Bushwhacker Butch, Bushwhackers in WWE 2K17, that's awesome. Straight out of my childhood there. Moving on, we got a little Breezango, Tyler Breeze and Fandango. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of the Breezango name, but, it is what it is, I guess. I always thought they should be a great tag team. I actually tweeted it back in the day. Moving on, we got Alexa Bliss and Dana Brooke, both of them making their first appearance right here in WWE 2K17, so I'm looking forward to that. Alexa Bliss, oh my goodness. But moving on, we got some Rikishi and the Beast from the East, Bam Bam Bigelow. Oh my gosh, I'm a big fan of Bam Bam Bigelow. That man does some crazy acrobatic things. And I love to see Kevin Owens doing that kind of stuff. Reminds me so much of Bam Bam. But moving on, we got some women's wrestling. Alundra Blaze and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch making her first appearance in WWE 2K17, so it's good to see her added to this year's roster. Now moving on, who do we got here? Nobody except the Dudleys. That's right, Bubba Ray and Devon finally making a return to a WWE game. I can't even remember the last time I saw them. It was probably Raw vs. SmackDown, insert whatever year there, but it's good to see them back at 2K17. And moving on, we got Christian and Shawn Michaels. Both of these guys, you're going to see them in pretty much every WWE game for the foreseeable future. Good to see them back. Nonetheless, Shawn Michaels, always a great addition. Moving on, we got some more female wrestlers here. Natalia and Eva Marie. Women's wrestling. I'm loving the women's wrestling, especially now with the brand split. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more time for these ladies. Speaking of ladies, a couple more for you. Summer Rae and Emma. Both of these ladies, very nice to look at, but very, very good in the ring as well. Women's wrestling on the rise. But moving on, we got a little Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. The New Day, that's right, we had Big E last week. This day, today, we get the rest. We get Kofi and Xavier. 2K17, can't go wrong with that. Moving on, we got Trish Stratus and Lita. Two of my favorite women's wrestlers from the Attitude Era. Trish Stratus, as you guys know, I'm from Canada. She born and raised not too far from me in Toronto. But moving on, we got a little Stardust and Sting. Stardust, this is going to be probably the last appearance we're going to see of Stardust, aka Cody Rhodes, in a WWE game. So, make the most of it, guys. But moving on, we got Randy Savage and Rick Rude. I was a big, huge Rick Rude fan when I was a kid. I gotta tell you, I used to shake my hips and put on a show for, all the ladies out there. But speaking of ladies, a couple of guys that kind of remind me of each other there. Dolph Ziggler and Mr. Perfect. I think Dolph Ziggler, I know everybody says he's the next Shawn Michaels, but I think this dude could be the next Mr. Perfect. No offense to Curtis Axel, but moving on. Naomi and Tamina. Woo! Hopefully Tamina will actually be playable. First time, she'd be playable. Naomi, nice to have her back. We're going to have some updated attire, no doubt, so that's cool. And finally, we got Neville and AJ Styles. Neville, always pleasure to watch wrestle, and AJ Styles, I'm so glad that he made it into this year's game. Hopefully we're going to see some Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, maybe as DLC, but who knows. Moving on, a couple screenshots here. First one, we got a little look at Xavier Woods, looking good. Got Francesca too, so that's always nice to see. Graphics looking amazing. I gotta say, Xavier Woods, oh, he had some horrible character models, but this year he's actually looking good. I'm gonna give it to him. Looking pretty good. I'm enjoying the Xavier Woods character model. Speaking of which, here's a nice little shot of him. Looks like he's about to give a nice little knee strike, I guess, maybe a running knee to Braun Strowman, who's kind of laid out over the middle rope there. So that's good. Braun Strowman, like I said, I want to see just more. I want to see him standing up compared to the other wrestlers, but I guess I can wait until October when this comes out. Nonetheless, graphics looking beautiful, depth of field, everything just on point. The character models are, this is freaking beautiful. Speaking of, look at this. Look at this. The angle to the entrance here. You got Kofi rocking his trademark shoes with the wings. You got the unicorn horns. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the brony get-up thing, but New Day, they're putting work out there. Putting out work, and you can't fault them for that. I'm a big fan of the New Day. I like their antics, and they are looking good in WWE 2K17. Now, speaking of looking good, next up we got a nice shot of Emma. Zack Ryder is a lucky man. Emma looking very, very nice. Hopefully we'll get to see her making her return to WWE TV in the very near future, because she belongs with Dana Brooke. Like Emma and Dana Brooke in NXT, they started building something beautiful. They were badass bitches, and there's nothing wrong with that, alright? The world needs bitches, alright? As a matter of fact. But, yeah, here we go with another shot of Emma. Like I said, those character models, like a lot of the times the divas, they looked a little off in past year's games, but this year, the actual models themselves, they stretched out, the body proportions, and just with the scanning they're using, the models, the females, the males, it doesn't matter, they're looking incredible in WWE 2K17. I am so stoked. I cannot get over it. It's look at this, the Dudley Boys. Like I said, I can't even remember the last time I saw the Dudley Boys. It's like SmackDown vs. Raw, insert whatever year there. You guys let me know in the comment section below, because you guys know all that stuff. You guys are 10 times smarter than me. But Bubba Ray looking badass. I'm actually looking forward to some people out there in the, creative community maybe making me a Bully Ray attire. Yeah, a Bully Ray attire? I think that'd be pretty badass. But Bubba Ray looking good. Speaking of those graphics, look at this. The depth of field effects, these guys are starting to get it on point. The last couple years, you saw depth of field, they've been rocking it, but sometimes it's a little glitchy, where, you're watching an entire OMG moment, and it's all blurred out. It's well, that kind of sucks, but it looks like they actually got that polished out, and, it just looks beautiful. Looks beautiful, in my personal opinion, so hey, I am not complaining. Beautiful shot of Bubba Ray. Looking back at Dolph Ziggler there. But next shot, we got a little Becky Lynch, a little fire. She is looking totally badass, and I'm a big fan of her. Just not only her bubbly, fucking fiery personality, but I love her look. I think she's got a great look, and in WWE 2K17. She's looking mighty fine. Mighty fine. Now, next shot. Oh my goodness. Alexa Bliss. Oh, my lady. If I could only meet you in real life. Looking beautiful in WWE 2K17. She's even rocking, it looks like she's got those skull metal bracelet thing. That's, she always rocks off and shows off. I'm getting big into the Alexa Bliss character. I'm just loving it. She's a badass bitch, and there's nothing wrong with that. Speaking of nothing wrong with that, we got our first shot of the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. AJ Styles, so long overdue in a WWE game. Everybody says it's perfect timing. If he would have came to the WWE earlier, maybe they would have ruined him or something. But hey, at least he's finally here, but I wish we could have got him a little bit earlier. But he's looking good in WWE 2K17. even including that soccer mom haircut. But hey, I'm sure his wife likes it, and you know, whatever. Soccer mom haircut or not, AJ Styles looking beautiful right here in WWE 2K17, and I myself, I cannot wait until I can get my hands on this game. And like I said, lots of information came out this Tuesday. Look forward to another video from me, another batch of screenshots. They released videos of the New Day entrance, so be sure to check that out over on IGN, as well as some backstage brawling, some ladder, amazing stuff. And like I said, I'm going to make another video where I talk about that. But overall, 36 superstars revealed this week. I don't know if that's the end of it. Definitely not the end of it. I think we got another week at least, maybe another week or another 2 weeks maybe of these roster reveals. So look forward to more superstars. Man, this week just, woo, so many names that I was hoping we were going to see, and we actually did get. I'm so happy to see the Divas roster, the women's wrestling roster expanded. I hardly ever use them, but now there's even more reason to use them. The Dudley Boys back. So awesome. Let me know what you guys thought about this week's roster reveal in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Later, guys.